Welcome to another Black Myth Wukong boss tutorial video, and today we're looking at Chapter 2's first Tiger Vanguard boss, the one located in the Crouching Tiger Temple. Before we head to the Tiger though, let's go to Windsealed Gate, because just up the road you'll find the Gorai Taoist, and we want to defeat him and collect his spirit, because when we use his ability he puts a staff down that lets us do extra damage as long as we're near the staff. And right behind the Taoist you're going to find one of these vines on the tree that we can take back to Chapter 1 and use to upgrade our gourd. At this point in the game, we were able to upgrade how many uses we get out of the gourd and how much healing each use gives us. Because the arena where we're fighting the Tiger Vanguard is so small, notice the invisible wall here, that's why it's going to come in handy to use the Taoist ability. That staff in the middle of the ring will cover most of the arena for the fight. Using the spirit takes a little bit of time, so you have to be careful with the planning. Here I was too close to the Tiger Vanguard and he just smashed the staff before I could plant it. Before you head inside the temple to the fight, at the top of the stairs to the left, you'll notice there's a meditation spot. We'll use this first to collect a spark to help us upgrade before the fight. Now let's talk about some of the moves we're up against. He has this one here where he's going to punch at you and then slam on the ground, which takes a second for him to recover. He also has a roar attack, which is easiest if you dodge to the side. And sometimes he follows that roar up with a punch, so be ready to dodge that. He also has the ability to turn himself into stone. You do not want to attack him when he's in this state, just back up and he'll naturally unstone himself. And then he has sword attacks. There's one where he jumps to the side and then swipes at you real quick, and that sword swipe he can do all the way across the arena. He also has a ranged sword attack where he does 3 sonic booms across the blood pool. He also has combos that he's going to come at you with 4 or 5 attacks in a row. I can't pretend to tell you how to dodge these exactly. My best advice is don't get hit by every hit in the combo. If nothing else, just keep tapping that dodge button until he's done. And once you've taken off some of this guy's life, he's going to get a new sword technique where he creates these blood tornadoes. He always sends 3 of them, and most of the time he follows it up with an attack like the sonic boom. He's also going to upgrade his turn to stone move, where instead he'll teleport from somewhere else in the arena, but you can see him coming and dodge it at the last minute. You also have to be careful with your charged heavy attacks, as this boss is very quick and can easily dodge them or attack through them. Now that we've gone over all the bad news, let's talk about some of the good news and how we're going to defeat this guy. Just like the Tiger Vanguard, I start the fight the same way every time. When he lands with this attack, I dodge and immediately pull out that staff and put it in the ground. It's just enough time before he recovers. And to make sure my charged heavy attacks are landing on the Tiger Vanguard, that's where we're going to use Immobilize right before we use him. And I noticed this Tiger has a lot of attacks that are actually pretty easy to dodge and take him a long time to recover, like this one here. And this one that he follows up with is probably the easiest one in the game to dodge, and you have plenty of time to attack him afterwards. He also wants to make a big deal about his sword. Every time he uses it, he flings it around in the air or splashes it in the water to make sure you know how cool he is before he puts it away. These are times we're going to use to punish him. And all this time he takes recovering is what led us to our first strategy. It's a 3-hit light attack strategy that works like this. Whenever the Tiger Vanguard attacks, as he's recovering, there's just enough time to get 3 light attacks in. And that's not run up to him afterwards and get 3 light attacks in. That's literally just 3 light attacks right as he's recovering. So start practicing every time you dodge his attack, getting 3 light attacks in, whether they land or not. Once you're used to that and you're dodging closer to the Vanguard, then those 3 light attacks will start landing every time. So here's an example of this strategy where I start the fight by taking a couple pills to buff my abilities. When he attacks me, I'm going to dodge and get in my 3 light attacks, but then back up and wait for the next move. I'm going to keep using this strategy until I have 3 focus points build up. Then I wait for the right time, dodge, get in my 3 light attacks, and then immobilize him now that I have my full charged attack and go ahead and unleash it on him. Just after a few moments in the fight, I've taken 20% of his life. Another strange and useful trick here is just hanging out on the other side of the arena. A lot of times he'll just watch you and wait for your next move. We can use this time to heal with our gourd, take medicines, wait for our abilities to recharge, and a lot of times he follows it up with this really easy attack that you can dodge and punish. Once I felt that his health was low enough that we could go ahead and finish this fight, I used the Pluck of Many and sent my kids out. Then I immobilized him so I could also get in a charged heavy attack, but this makes him really angry as his health gets low, and he just came at me with everything. I end up dying, and what I realized here is that's when I should have changed into the Firewolf and make him take all the damage. Now let's get to the actual fight. When he first comes at me, I immediately dodge and switch to my Gorai Taoist, put that staff in the ground before he can recover and stop me. Now we switch over to dodging his attacks and trying to get in 3 light attacks, making sure we don't chase him down. We just dodge, 3 light attacks. Wait for him to come at us again. Quick easy dodge, 3 light attacks easily. That staff is helping us do a lot more damage when we're just pecking him with 3 little light attacks. After this set, we've got 3 focus points built up, so now we want to think about immobilizing him so we can unleash our charged heavy attack. It made him angry, but we just have to keep dodging his attacks and getting in the 3 light attacks. Got punished a little bit there, and it's fine to get punished. You have plenty of time to use your gourd or get out of the way while you're waiting for his recoveries or next attacks. Now he's going to send a couple blood tornadoes, so we sprint to the other side of the arena, wait for him to follow it up with a move, and then punish him with a couple more light attacks. We've already got a good 40% of his health out of the way, and we've got another charged heavy attack ready. We just want to wait until he's done punishing us with these combos. Let's heal up a little bit, and when we have the right moment, we'll immobilize him and unleash this charged heavy attack as well. I'm so close to a 4th charged heavy attack that I get a little greedy here and try to get it all the way up to the 4th attack, and that broke the immobilize when I should have just unleashed the charged heavy attack. Luckily, I still had time while he recovered after his sword move that I was able to attack him there. Now we'll head out to the other side of the arena. He's taking the bait and just watching us. Let's use our gourd, and while we wait for our abilities to recharge, let's unleash our Min. Use the Pluck of Mini and send him into action, and when he retaliates and gets angry, now's the time to switch over to the Firewolf. The Firewolf can set the Tiger on fire, but first you're going to have to land one of your special heavy attacks. You do this when the bar is charged up and then dodge and use a heavy attack right afterwards. I missed it here, but that's fine. Now that we've got him in the corner of the arena and he can't escape, let's just give him everything we've got. When the Firewolf's done, he's only got a little bit of life left. I'm going to go into Cloud Step since I have one of those saved, which was good timing since he decided to jump across the whole arena. Then when he came back, he's still in the corner and we can finish him off with a couple more light attacks. That's how you take down the Tiger Vanguard. Your prize for winning that fight is the guitar player without a head is going to make it so that you can turn into rock, also known as the Rock Solid spell. Thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and obey.